Hello, this is Parth Nabar, and today I'm going to talk about my final project for the Fundamentals of Python programming class. Um, so for this class and this final project, I have made a solar feasibility calculator. So I'm just going to take you through what my reasoning was, and why such a calculator is required. So let's go to solar power. Now, as we keep hearing a lot about solar, and it's because the demand for solar and the supply has been increasing in the US steadily, and it's been gaining traction a lot for the last maybe 10 to 15 years because the prices of photovoltaics have drastically reduced in that time frame. So if you look at the numbers, in 2012, the demand was less than, or the supply was less than, I think, 500 megawatts. So that's how much how many photovoltaics were installed in 2012. I mean, it's almost like one fifth that, so about 100 megawatts. But if we jump only 5 years down the road, it's about 2,500 megawatts or 2.5 gigawatts of photovoltaics being installed. So that's a drastic or exponential growth, as you see. And if you look at 2018, in the future, it's expected to increase even more to and go past 3,500 megawatts of photovoltaics. And in this sector of solar power, an important component is obviously domestic solar, which is basically rooftop solar. And this solar power is basically installed in homes of people, like common people, who have the money and the willingness to invest in solar. And well, if people want to do that, there's not really a simple way to go about finding out, a quick and simple way actually, to go about finding out how feasible solar would be for their particular home in their particular location. And for that, so what they do is to typically go onto Google and do something like Google search like cost of solar. And what what they get is vague numbers. Like, for example, if you Google cost of solar, one of the articles will show you numbers like $3.16 per watt for a 5 kilowatt system. Now, a common man or woman does not know what those numbers mean. So that makes the transition from moving from traditional power to installing solar in your house much more difficult, because there is no quick and easy way to find out. You would actually have to call in professionals who know this and do inspections and something. But what if you just want a quick and rough estimate of if solar is actually feasible for your house or not? So that's where the solar feasibility calculator comes in. Uh, so what this calculator basically does is only takes in three inputs and tells you if solar power is feasible for your home or not. And now I'm just going to go and do a quick run through of how this calculator works. So what the user does is just selects a location, and for now, there's only a few cities that are on here, but eventually this could be expanded onto the entire United States. But let's pick Pittsburgh, for example. And the second input that this tool intakes is the south-facing roof area that's available. So typically, a roof is about 25 square meters. So let's enter that for this one. And third input it takes in is the monthly electricity bill, and that's typically anywhere between $80 to $100. So let's enter about $100 for that. And what this does is it takes in the three inputs and it personalizes the calculation for your particular area, depending on your particular available roof area and your current electricity bill. And it tells you if you invest in solar, if that would be profitable, or will you end up saving money if you invest in solar or not. And let's hit calculate. And looks like for this particular example, it is telling you that solar power is indeed feasible for you. And it tells you that you will recover your investment in only 12 years. So this is actually helpful to get a quick and rough estimate of what solar power would do for you and in your lives. So one additional tool that will be added onto this calculator is using these inputs and displaying the results in a graphical form. The graphical form will be more intuitive and will help user understand exactly how their investment gets recovered over time. But that's pretty much what the tool does, and that should be it. All right, thank you.